with the Taylors on a date night. You know it's gonna be a good time. Rekindle the love, the love, the love. We go on and on and on and on. On and on and on and on. On and on and on. Rekindle the love, the love, the love.
Well, Tonio, thank you so much for coming on date night with me tonight.
And you know what the good part about it?
What?
It's your treat tonight.
It most certainly is. I mean, sometimes I got to switch it up, do a little 1-2. But I'm excited about this new restaurant that we're going to be visiting right here in Henry County.
So where we going? Drum roll, drum roll.
Not too much. You'll see when we get there. That's going to be the surprise. But what I'm most excited about is we're enjoying our date night in Henry County, going to all these beautiful restaurants and seeing, the beautiful cuisines, the beautiful ambiances. I am here for it. And the most important thing is to let our intentional daters know, our married people, know where they can go.
Yeah, and I think my thing is the importance of just dating.
Absolutely.
I think it's just funny how people, the reason they commit to each other, the reason they get married is because how well the dating is going.
Absolutely.
So why when they get into marriage or the commitment, they stop dating?
Well, I think ultimately sometimes, Tonio, people get wrapped up in the day-to-day. That's just what happened. They start having kids, they start having responsibilities, and they get wrapped up in the day-to-day and forget to put each other first. But I'm excited because the Love Rekindled Date Night, guys, we're going to give you guys some amazing places to go visit right here in your own backyard.
And you know what, Margo, I got to say this too. I'm so proud of Henry County, like just the leadership, just everything that they're doing. We got roads opening. We have some amazing restaurants. I'm just so excited, like with everything that Henry County doing. So I'll tell you guys looking for anywhere to go and just have a good time, Henry County is where it's at now. So I don't know where I'm going, but I'm sure it's going to be amazing.
And it's always going to be amazing.
Welcome to Leek's Kitchen and Cocktail. My name is Mia. I'll be our server today.
Hey, Mia.
I'm going to tell y'all a little bit about our specialty drinks. For the women, we have the lavender lemon drop. And for the men, we have a Lynx smoked old fashioned.
Sound good, Mia.
Well, you know what? I'll take the lemon drop.
And okay. I'll definitely take my drink.
Okay. I'll be right back with those drinks.
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mia.
Of course.
Well, listen, Antonio, I'm so excited that you agreed to come on date night with me. And to your surprise, I brought you to Lynx Kitchen and Cocktails right here in Stockbridge.
Yeah, you did. And man, Link is very, very, very nice. Like
it is.
Just the aesthetics, everything about it. Can't wait to taste the food. I cannot wait to taste the drinks.
And you know what? I didn't even know this restaurant was here.
Yes.
So I'm so glad that when I did my research, I was like, let's find a new spot. And so we came and it's beautiful. So I'm so excited.
Hey, I'm excited as well. You got something we need to get into, right?
Well, before we do that, we do need to silence our phones. You know how date night go, right? No interruptions. And you know how your phone rings. So you might want to put your phone on silent, do not disturb.
Hey guys, I'm gonna stay focused. I'm gonna stay focused.
You got to do a little bit. I got to do what I got to do, okay?
Yes,
so now that our phone's on silence, again, I'm so excited about our new Love Rekindled Confessions because Sneaky Steve, honey, just took us through there last time, okay? So I'm excited to see what the team chose this time for our Love Rekindled Confessions.
Yes.
You ready?
Yes, let's jump into it.
Okay. Let's see what we have.
Come on, fellas, make me proud. Make me proud this time.
This is a long one, so this is a situation. All right, so, dear Love Rekindled, I am writing this as my last hope for the possible salvation of my marriage. Okay. I have been with my husband since high school, and we have been married for nearly 10 years.
So it's a lady.
Together we've built a life and have 2 incredible children who, until recently, I believed were growing up in a truly happy home.
Okay.
My reality has been shaken. My husband chose to step outside of our marriage. What I was initially told and tried to accept as a one-night stand or a terrible mistake has now turned into something much larger.
Much larger.
A pregnancy resulting from the encounter. This isn't a song lyric or a dramatic story. This is my real life. I love my family deeply and I want to stay for them. But I am struggling with the idea of having to live with this situation indefinitely, of navigating life alongside a child born from my husband's betrayal and the presence of the child's mother forever connected to us.
Yes.
I don't know if I am strong enough for that. I am also afraid. Oh my goodness.
She's actually afraid?
Afraid of judgment,
okay,
of whispers, of what others will think of me if I stay.
That's
I
valid.
worry about how this will affect my children emotionally as they grow older. I worry about how my family will view my husband and how our relationship may change forever.
That's very valid.
She said, I feel torn, confused, and lost, and I don't know what the right decision is anymore. I want to do what's best for my children, for myself, and for the life I thought I was building. Please help me. What advice would you give someone standing in my place?
Oof. Well, first of all, I want to say that this is very heavy, and I think, Margo, the first thing I have to do is we gave my boy Steve a name. It's Sneaky Steve. I think I'm gonna name her Dilemma Deborah.
I like that.
Yeah, because Miss Deborah have a dilemma.
Absolutely.
And one thing I want to say, guys, Margo and I, we take this very, very serious, what we do.
Yes.
This is something that's very common that a lot of people in our community really deal with. I'm looking so forward to hear what you got to say about this, Margo. But first,
Absolutely.
look like them drinks have arrived.
Here is that lavender lemon drop.
Thank
Thank
you, Mia.
you.
And our bartender has your link smoked old fashioned.
Like we really gonna need it for this conversation. Thank you so much.
Now that we have our drinks, Antonio, let's go ahead and dive in. I think the most
need to
important
deep
thing,
dive into this.
yes, and I think the most important thing, but we have to be focused on it, just understand that I think this situation is more common than we think.
I agree.
Honestly, I
definitely
really,
agree.
really think it's more common than we think. But what we realize is in marriages, you have to have boundaries. And it seems like some boundaries have been crossed with this.
Yeah.
So my thing is, Tonio, what do you think about this? What is your advice to Dilemma Deborah?
Yeah, so first of all, Deborah, thank you so much. Dilemma Deborah, thanks so much for reaching out to us with something that's so sensitive.
Yes.
Thank you so much. One thing I would never do, I would never give nobody the advice to run and leave that situation. That's not advice that I would give anybody that's not being abused or dealing with an imminent danger. I just won't give you that kind of advice. But one thing I will tell you, you really have to decide what you have the capacity for. I'm meaning this. I just feel it's just 4 things, Margo, that she really have to decide. The first thing she have to decide, I feel, if she have the capacity to forgive her husband. I do think that's the first thing.
Right.
And I think the second thing she have to really decide is, do she have the capacity to co-parent with another woman? She have to decide that.
Right.
And I think the third thing that she really have to decide as well, can she really be a mother to this child?
Tonio,
Let me
it's
say this,
just a lot.
because the fourth thing that's really important that she don't even have a choice in, she have to decide, do she have the capacity to advocate for her kids to have a relationship with
the
their
outside
sibling,
child,
with their
yeah.
sibling. And she can't even go at this as an outside child.
You're right.
Because it's a sibling for her child. So she have a lot of heavy lifting and a lot of work that she has to do.
Well, Tonio, I'll tell you, it's just so layered.
It
Okay,
is.
so but let's start.
It
Let's
is.
start here. When you're married, that is a union, right?
agree.
And so when you're in a space where you have a spouse that steps out and you're dealing with, maybe my person had a one-night stand or maybe they just stepped out this time. A lot of time what happened in that space, the person who has been violated, they look inward and they start feeling like, what did I do wrong?
Correct.
Where did I not show up? What did I do to push you out there or push you into that situation?
Yeah, and I can say this, it's conversation that you had to correct me on. I can be honest and say I was a male that felt like if people not getting certain things in relationships, it's okay for you to go and cheat. I used to feel that way. But as I really started doing the work and maturing and healing, guys, there's no excuse for infidelity. It's just no excuse for it. Like, you have to have tough conversations. And if things don't work out, and I remember you say this all the time, oh, they should leave. And I just felt like it was such a cop-out at the time. But growing and maturing, that is what you should do. If you get
Absolutely.
to a place where you feel, before you make that step, you really should leave, because you create a whole mess. What we have now, Ms. Dilemma Deborah, it is a mess. You have a dilemma that you have to make.
Okay, so let's go
Yeah,
ahead and
decision
dive
making.
in and talk about all the infractions, because I think
Okay.
that's what we have to kind of talk about, because the thing is that you first have to, like you said, understand if you even have the capacity to forgive him, right?
Correct.
However, what I want to ask Dilemma Deborah is, what was crossing my mind is the willingness to stay, the willingness to keep the family intact, in spite of everything that's happening, just the thought to keep it intact shows that maybe you're feeling like you were part of the reasoning for the cheating of the incident.
I can get that, but how I saw it as, and I want to caution Miss Deborah or anybody else, I see it as Deborah's more concerned what any and everybody else is going to think.
No, I understand that. And that was my point. My thing is listening to her concerns. It's like, I don't think Dilemma Deborah is putting herself first in this situation. I feel like maybe this is something where she's been conditioned in her life or conditioned in a relationship, but listening to everything that she explained, a lot of it was about everyone else and what everyone else would think and what everyone else would feel. And Dilemma Deborah, we didn't hear about your thoughts and how you really feel. Now, you did share the complication of having a child or having this relationship attached to your marriage indefinitely, which is heavy, absolutely. And let's be clear, we're dealing with an innocent human being. And furthermore, not only that, just the whole parenting piece of it, right? Because like you said, this can't be treated like an outside child if you decide to stay into your marriage.
Yeah, and that's why my biggest thing, and to your point, Margot, I think we're going to really align with this. Dilemma Deborah is all about what you have the capacity to deal for. And I can't say that enough. And you have to be really real with yourself to say, hey, I can forgive my husband and move past this. I can co-parent with another woman. I can. I can be a mother to a child that's not mine. And I feel if your answer is no to any of those things, you may want to come up with something else to do, because if you try to put yourself in a situation where you're dealing with those heavy things that you can't, you're going to create more havoc than good, is what I think. And the most important thing, and this is not for you, Dilemma Deborah, this is for your husband. He has to tell you everything. The story about a one-night stand, he had to go ahead and wrap that story up. He really, if he want you to be in this situation, he really have, you deserve to know the full truth. And I feel that's the only way you really can do the things that you need to do. I really think a tough conversation really have to happen on the onset, I think, Margo.
Well, Tonio, this is my thoughts. Dilemma Deborah, again, thank you so much for writing in. Again, like I was explaining earlier to Antonio, I just think this is something common. It's an embarrassing situation, so a lot of people really don't want to talk about it. But my thoughts are just this. If you decide to stay, it's going to be painful and hurtful. And if you decide to leave, it's going to be painful and hurtful. It's no way around it. The situation that has been presented is so unfair.
Yes.
But what you have to understand is that you have a whole climb ahead.
Yes.
So it's no easy route. So my thought is, if you decide to stay with your husband, it's going to have to be one of them things where you totally get the help you guys need and totally get the real information as to what happened, why the infraction was done, and extensive therapy, constant for a very long time, because the breach has been broken in the marriage. It really has been.
And to your
even, I don't mean to cut you off, Tonio, even before you start dealing with the other dynamics, the marriage is the hub for the whole situation. So if the marriage can't sustain between the husband and wife, all of this other stuff is gonna take them down.
Yeah, I think the thing that's so complex about this, they don't have the leisure of just working just on their marriage right now. They don't have a leisure doing
I agree.
that. So they're in a situation where they have to work on a blended family. They have to work on accepting another person being a part of their family, while also working on another adult having rules in their house.
No, I get that, but Tonio, before you even get to the other aspects of the situation, you first have to decide whether or not you want the marriage or not.
Of course.
You have to decide. You can't start skipping and jumping and dipping all over there before you really sit with yourself, Dilemma Deborah, and say, hey, listen, is this what I want for myself?
Yeah, of course. And what I'm saying is that can be an initial thought. She can initially say, yes, I want to stay, but she don't have the luxury of just simply working on the marriage while not working on everything else.
Everything comes with it. And so my thing is, if you decide to stay, of course, you have to decide whether or not you have the capacity to work on your marriage. After that, the next thing, you definitely need extensive therapy. After that, you and your husband really need to sit down and have an honest conversation about how this child will be incorporated into your family, and what this will look like, what we will tell our children, how this will look, what we will tell our family, right? Because now we got to go ahead and let everybody know what we've decided for our family.
Correct. So the advice I would give, as me and you talk, the advice I would give to Dilemma Deborah, the advice I would give, definitely reach out and get some therapy. And you really have to be honest about, can you deal with co-parenting with a woman that betrayed you? I think that's the most hottest thing that you really have to decide.
Yeah.
You really do. What advice would you give her? You would give her as a woman.
So my advice would be definitely, what's your capacity with this and what are your boundaries? Because one thing for me, I'm big on boundaries. Infidelity is definitely a boundary for me. So anything outside of that, I know it's a no. I won't be able to stay past infidelity, but that's my boundary. It may not be Dilemma Deborah's boundary.
Correct.
So I would ask, what is your boundary in your marriage for this kind of situation? The second thing is, she needs to be honest with herself about what she can and can't do. My thing at this point would be, I would advise Dilemma Deborah just take a pause and take some time. Because it's so layered and it's so deep, you can't even make a drop of a dime decision with all of this that you have to consider. So my advice would be, Dilemma Deborah, take the pause for a second and get in touch with yourself and really understand and know what you want before you move forward. Because guess what? It's a lot at stake. You have your children who are involved. You have your family that's involved. You have yourself, most importantly.
So I know without a doubt, Dilemma Deborah is glued to the TV. You telling her to take a pause. What do taking a pause look like? What do you think that looks like?
Take a pause is withdrawing yourself from the situation, meaning the emotional stress and strain of it, and go sit with yourself. Even if you got to go and stay with a parent or a family member or a best friend, take a day or so where you just sitting with yourself, no distractions, and really searching your heart. Searching your heart and your mind to make sure this is something that you are okay with.
So you're taking a pause, and that's why I want to be clear. It's telling her take a day or so.
Because you have some serious decisions to make, Dilemma Deborah. Like your whole life is about to change. Either way, your life is about to change. So my advice to her would be to just take the time. And if you come out of that space and feeling like a boundary was broken and the trust was broken and it's no more mending, then you have a decision to make. And like I said earlier, it's going to be hurtful if you stay, and it's going to be hurtful if you find an exit.
Yeah, I think the raw advice I would give her in this moment is to be very, very selfish.
Yes.
Take time to yourself and do whatever you feel is going to be very best for you.
I agree.
And she's not wrong for doing that in this case.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because when I sit and I just think about all of the moving parts and things that has to happen, she really has to be real and decide if she can deal with that. And I don't want to make this a man and woman situation, but I do know a lot of men cannot deal with that situation. Although a lot of men are in a situation where they find out a kid is not there, but a lot of that is discovered in a whole nother way. So
now I agree with you with that, because a lot of times there are women who have children and know that the child belongs to another man. And the crazy part is when it's done that way, it's a different scenario, because a lot of time the men get trapped in a situation not knowing that this child is not theirs, or maybe think, I'm looking at features. I don't see me, but I don't want to say nothing because I love her. I don't want to say nothing because I don't want to destroy the family.
Yeah. So
actually, I think it's coming on both ends for real, Tonio, now that we're talking it through.
Yeah, and now that you said it, I have to touch on this for my guys. And I say this, any guy that's in a relationship and a pregnancy come up, and they're just a bonus, guys, and someone get pregnant, get a DNA test. If you're not married to that lady, get your DNA test, and don't worry about how she feel about it, what she says about it. And even us that's parents and these young adults, as they are making decisions, guys, make sure your sons get DNA tests. And for me, it's not about ousting nobody. It's important that people understand their bloodline, because Margot and I personally have seen what happens when people realize at a later date, later age, that they have a parent that's not their parent. So now that came up, we have to talk.
Ultimately, you have to do what's right, Dilemma Deborah, for you and your family. You have to do what's right for you. And I agree with Antonio to say, in this season, you have to be super selfish.
So Dilemma Deborah, you guys have a situation. And not that it's your situation where the child is not going to know who the parent is, but you get to decide if you want to be a part of that particular journey, because you was forced into this, and you really get to decide. That's why I tell you, be selfish.
Yes.
Be selfish.
Yes. So listen, this was a great discussion. I'm glad we was able to give Dilemma Deborah some jewels. It was a lot. It was layered. But just to give you the beginning phases of your journey, put you first. If I can't tell you anything else, put you first, because you have to navigate this real troublesome space. And you're gonna need to know what you can do and what you can't do.
Yeah, and guys, apparently some things we're gonna get is gonna be too big for one setting. So Dilemma Deborah, if you're listening, I know you are, Margot and I, we would love to help you and your family navigate through this.
Yes.
Please reach out to us. We would definitely love to help you navigate, because we do know it's going to be 4 quarters to this game, right?
Absolutely.
And we'll love to be a part of this game with you.
And what we would do for our viewers, because listen, guys, we know y'all are vested, okay, in the characters that we come up on this show. Sneaky Steve, and now we got Dilemma Deborah, okay?
Yes.
So listen, we got the characters of this show together, and at the end of the day, we're going to keep you guys updated, because it's important that you guys know what happens. And ultimately, what we want you guys to understand is you're not alone. You're not doing this by yourself. The things that you feel like you're dealing with, you never know who's dealing with what.
Yes. So like Margot said, guys, we look so forward to hearing from you. Write us, send this information in. And like I told you guys, if nobody else will listen to you, Antonio and Margot will.
Well, listen, we're so excited that you all joined us for another date night, Love Rekindled Date Night, right here in Henry County. We're so excited, and we are enjoying a beautiful restaurant right here at Link's Kitchen and Cocktails.
Margot, this has been a great conversation. Although we didn't get the full resolve,
yes,
I am ready to jump into this food, because I know it's going to be delicious.
Yes, and I'm starving.
Yes, me as well.
Yeah.
Here's that shrimp and grits.
Thank you.
We have a
Oh man, this is amazing.
fish and grits.
I'm sorry for the thank y'all.
You're welcome.
Enjoy. Thank you, Chef.
I can tell y'all a little bit about the food.
Yes.
So this is our popular fish and grits. It has our Link Cajun sauce with bell peppers and onions, and our sway fish.
Okay.
And then we have our shrimp and grits, which is also the same thing, but just with grilled shrimp.
Okay.
Then we have a sweet glazed salmon with spinach and mashed potatoes.
Thank you so much.
Y'all enjoy.
It's good.
Amazing.
Antonio, I don't know about you, but this food look real good.
Oh man. Oh yeah. Season. Like they say, baby, season to the gods.
Oh, this looks really good. This is so good. Listen,
This is really
people really have to know. Listen, their shrimp and grits are amazing. Here,
Yes.
Link, make sure you get you some.
Yes. I gotta say, guys, like from the food, from the experience, from the time we walked through the door, the professionalism, from the drinks, even the decor in the bathroom, guys, this is the place to be, guys. You gotta come to Links, guys. You have to come.
And not only that, it's just important to have date night. And I appreciate the conversation that we had tonight. Just, wanting to help couples and help people get through things.
Yes, man. My heart definitely go out to Dilemma Deborah and her family. She got to climb. She got to climb. But just like her, we had our story. We had to blend the family.
We all do.
Although it wasn't infidelity, but it's things we went through. So every relationship have their story. And Dilemma Deborah, you're in your story.
Yeah.
You're in your story right now.
We are Margot and Antonio, your relationship coaches. And this
has been another Love Rekindled.
Cheers.
Thank you, guys. Love you.
You with the Taylors on a date night. You know it's gonna be a good time. Rekindle the love, the love, the love. We go on and on and on and on. On and on and on and on. On and on and on. Rekindle the love, the love, the love.
In today's world, your brand isn't just what you do. It's how you're remembered. And the strongest brands don't just sell, they connect. That connection begins with the story you tell. At Train to Catch Planes, we specialize in premium video and audio podcast production that gives your voice clarity and presence. Our brand storytelling uses filmmaking techniques to capture emotion, depth, and the why behind what you do. And our social media content creation positions you as the leader in your industry, the voice people trust, follow, and remember. This isn't just production, it's legacy in motion. It's your vision, it's your voice, it's your time to take flight.
Train to Catch Planes is an amazing experience. It's not just the atmosphere, but the customer service, the way that the team leads and guides you. If you come in here not necessarily knowing where to start, how to do certain things, their guidance is unmatched.
The direction of Brian, his creativity, you don't even have to tell him what to do, okay? In the editing, all of it is youthful, it's trending.
Let me tell y'all right now, if you don't know about this spot, it is a premier spot in Metro Atlanta with all the needs, the necessities, the equipment, the cameras, the lights, the action. It's right here at Train to Catch Planes